Today, we will be talking about how well the Oculus Quest performs on an airplane, and if it's something you should even consider on your next trip. Coming up. What is up, everybody? BULLSEYEBERRY here with your weekly VR news, gameplay, and opinions. If that is something you're interested in, definitely hit that subscribe button. We do post weekly, and I'd love for you to join our amazing VR community. It was kind of last minute to do a video concerning this, but I thought there would be people out there that were like me, wanting to know if it was really a plausible thing and if it really did work well. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to share my opinions and my thoughts on how well the Quest runs on an airplane. Let's get into it. So as you can imagine, there's not very many games that you're really able to play on an airplane on the Quest, being that you're very limited to your space and what you're able to do with your hands and your arms, and there's really no moving left or right. I mean, you could lean and that's about it. So right off the bat, what I ended up doing was turning it on when we were already kind of at a steady pace up in the air. So there really wasn't much turbulence, or we weren't going up or down or turning or anything like that. We were just going our steady pace to our destination. So as I booted it up, everything worked flawless, to be honest. It started up. I set my boundaries to sitting or standing in one location. I first thought it'd be kind of fun to start up Beat Saber just to give it a try. I was very limited. As you can see with my wrists, I was really just kind of making wrist movements. There was a couple times where I couldn't really move or dodge the mines that were placed in the game without maybe whacking my wife or whacking the side of the plane. But I was surprisingly able to beat a level on expert. Wasn't super convenient though. I wouldn't really recommend Beat Saber, but if you want to give it a shot, go ahead and do that. But as I was saying, there's not very many games you can really utilize the Quest on for an airplane setting, but what I really did enjoy playing the most was Moss. For those of you who do not know what Moss is a single player action adventure puzzle game in third person. Beautiful environments, runs really well. It is made from PolyArc for VR. Great game, definitely recommend it. Why it ran so great is, again, your little mouse is third person, sits right in front of you, doesn't require a lot of movement from your hands. And I was able to control my character and really utilize my touch controllers very easily in my confined space. There were a couple times where I would hit into the seat in front of me, or kind of have to nudge my wife a little bit on the side of me in order to move an object or move a platform out for my character, but that was pretty rare. And what I noticed is once you're kind of reaching for the object, even if you're a little bit of ways away, the object lights up blue, saying, hey, you can grab me, and even though I was a couple feet or so away from it in the game, it still let me pull it or move it left or right. So Moss worked really, really well. All the gameplay I'm showing right now was all recorded while I was on the plane. I played about over an hour or so of it. From Utah to California, it's not a super long flight, but again, I was able to utilize this game and really lose myself and be immersed fully as I was flying in the air thousands of feet above the ground, which was absolutely incredible. There were a couple times where we did have some turbulence. I did notice the game would kind of jiggle around like it was on jello a little bit, which does make me kind of wonder how well this would perform in a car. So it doesn't seem like movement of the vehicle you're in really is very positive for the Quest. So I'm not sure this would work super well for a car. I'd have to try that in another video or so. I did notice when we just started descending to the airport, it did again kind of start jiggling and was kind of jittering a little bit. So again, movement doesn't seem to benefit the Quest much where you are playing. It made me lose tracking because we were shaking so much. But as I stated, for me, going from point A to B, steady, worked awesome, super immersed, made my trip go by super fast. What I'd absolutely love to see is the ability for Netflix movies or whatever your video sources are, being able to download those onto the Quest, kind of like you do on your phone or your tablets for Netflix. Be able to watch your favorite shows in your home theater or whatever theater setting you have in your Quest. That to me is game changing for airplane rides. Be able to sit in a cramped little airplane but feel as if you're in a home theater or a massive theater watching your favorite movies would be absolutely incredible. But assume there are some ways to be able to download videos and really watch them on like a home theater system or whatever in your Quest. I would have to look more into that. If any of you guys know any videos that do recommend that, if you could link them below, I'd appreciate that. I'd love to look into that and love to have those of you who are interested in that for your next vacation, your next trip, to be able to utilize that video so that you are able to watch your movies or so on your Quest. And I would recommend using a power supply if you are gonna have a long flight so that you can watch 1 or 2 movies or so if needed. Anyways, I thought I would share a video about my experience with the Quest on the airplane and wanted to let you guys know I actually really enjoyed it and I do recommend it 100%. Worked great. If there are any other VR applications or games you think you guys could utilize in a small area, definitely let us know in the comments below. I'd love to share that with everybody else below, and also something that I would be able to use for my next vacation or trip. Hope you guys found the video helpful if you are planning on using this on a plane. If you did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you did hit that like button and the subscribe button. We do post weekly, and I'd love for you to join our amazing community. I will be reviewing my VR cover I've had for about a week or so in my next video, and I'm definitely looking forward to sharing that with you guys. We will see you next video. Bullseyeberry out.